Hello again, it's Mr. Kessler here with our second installment in solving a system of linear equations. This method we're going to teach is substitution. A system, once again, of equations consists of two or more equations. The solution is the ordered pair or the xy value that satisfies both equations, that works in both equations. So to solve a system of equations by substitution, first step, isolate a variable in the one equation. Second step, you're going to substitute the equivalent expression for that variable into the other equation. And then finally, solve for both variables. So, to solve this system of equations, your first step is to isolate. That means we're going to get one of the variables by itself in one of the equations. Let's use the first one, and here's why. The y is already isolated. It's already all by itself. So let's put a box around what y is equivalent to. Next step, we're going to substitute into the second equation what y is equivalent to. So by that I mean, take this, what y is equivalent to, and you're going to substitute it in for what y is in the second equation. What does that look like? Rewrite the second equation, x plus 2y equals 4. We're going to rewrite that using x minus 1 as y. X plus 2 times what y is, which is x minus 1, equals 4. Now, what we've done is we've taken these two equations and we've married them together into one equation, all in terms of x. Now we can solve for x to find out what x needs to be in this system of equations. We're isolating for x, getting it all by itself, so we can determine that x equals 2. So we're suggesting that x is 2 in this system. Now we just got to find out what the y is. We can use either equation. What we're going to do is we're going to put in 2 for x, see what y has to be to make it true. So y equals x minus 1. If x is 2, y must be 1. So now, here's what we say is our solution to our system of equations. How can we check to make sure we're right? We're going to take 2, 1, substitute it into the second equation. X plus 2y equals 4. So if x is 2, we think, and y is 1, we think, does it equal 4? Sure does. We've checked it. That's the solution to our system. Now what I'd like you to try and do is pause the video. I want you to try to solve this system of equations. Your first step is to choose an equation that you want to isolate the variable. You can choose which variable you want to use. My hint is once you use the first equation and isolate that equation for y. Pause the video and give it a shot. Pause it. Okay, I hope you paused it. Here we go. I chose the first equation and I solved for y, isolated the y variable, because now I can use what y is equivalent to, put a box around it, and I'm going to substitute that into the other equation for y. I'm going to rewrite the second equation with what y is equivalent to from the first equation. Then I finish rewriting this equation, and now it's just solve for x. 10x minus 9 equals 11. Combine like terms. Now you're going to get your like terms together on the same side of the equation and then divide by 10 to reveal that x is 2. So we're suggesting that the solution to the system, the x value is going to be 2. Let's find out what the y value is going to be. And to do that, we're going to use this first equation. So if x is 2, negative 2x plus y equals negative 3. So we're going to substitute 2 in for x. Solve for y. So the solution to this system of equations is x equals 2, y equals 1. How do we check to make sure we're right? Well, we're going to put this into one of the equations. Let's use the second one. 3y plus 4x equals 11. We're going to substitute 2 in for x and 1 in for y. Does that equal 11? 3 plus 8 does equal 11. It works in both. Now for you, there's Marge Simpson. Hey, Marge. Now find the 6.2 quick check on Google Classroom. Remember, you got to get a perfect score to complete it. Take it as many times as you need to. Ask me for questions over email. Good luck.